Representative Luetkemeyer from the great state of Missouri for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and Mr. Werr, thank you, Inspector General, thank you for being here today. Appreciate your hard work and the integrity of that work. Got a quick question for you here with regards to the chairman talked a little bit a minute ago about the $100,000 level of the SBA not going after those folks underneath that. Are you going after that at all? Are you identifying those folks yourself?
Yes. Yeah, well, if they show up as a fraudulent actor for our office, they go through the same triage process as anything else in terms of our prioritization strategy.
Okay, so
yes,
they say they don't have, it's not cost effective to do this. They don't have the manpower to do this. Is there any thought to maybe handing this over to a collection agency?
I would have to yield to the SBA on this. Our position on it in the PPP report on the same matter and coming with the idle report is that they have not done a sufficient study to determine whether or not it's cost effective.
Well, okay, so we need to go back to the SBA and Ms. Guzman, who conveniently is not here today, to be able to ask that question. And if they don't think it's cost effective for them, hand it to a collection agency, and you have the IRS to be able to also be a backup to be able to get those funds. Do you not? Do you have an idea roughly what the recoverable amount would be in that less than $100,000 range?
No, that would be very difficult for me to provide.
Okay. Thank you for that. In your report, you say certain lenders added to the fraud risk by prioritizing quickness and potential profit over a thorough review of applicant eligibility for government aid. Can you tell me who those certain lenders are?
I could definitely get back to you on the names of the certain lenders, but they were in certain industries.
Certain industries. Okay.
Right.
So in other words, and if I'm not mistaken from previous testimony in this committee, the fintech industry was the main culprit here, was it not?
Right. In many instances, yes.
And I know that the SBA is getting ready to expand some of their programs to allow fintechs to be able to participate in them. Is that not correct?
This is true.
Are you working with SBA to make sure that the fintech folks that are our problem children here are not going to be problem children in the new program?
I'm on record with SBA on this matter in ensuring that they have the same rules that properly regulate the more traditional lending institutions to apply here as well. That's all we're after. It doesn't matter to me whether it's a fintech or not a fintech. It matters to me that they're playing on a level playing field and the internal control environment is set correctly to avoid what happened.
Well, I appreciate that, but it's very concerning to me whenever they're allowing basically the folks who were bad actors in the previous program to be able to participate in it again. That makes no sense to me. Another question for you here with regards to the money that's clawed back. Does that money go to the Treasury?
It depends. So for the idle program, that money more went back to SBA, their account within the Treasury, right? And for PPP, a lot of that money went to the banks. It goes back to the banks as the lenders.
Okay. So are you tracking those dollars?
We are.
Are they all going back to where they need to go?
You
tracked all $30 billion, I guess is the question.
Yes, that part is tracked. But we have others, and we're still working with the agency on creating a better, more efficient way to track the money that's clawed back.
So are you telling me that you haven't got all the money tracked yet?
The agency does not have all the money tracked. We know of money that's still in the pipeline, where that money is to go and exactly where to pull it back. We issued a report on this, giving them some recommendations on how better to do this.
Well, this is my concern is that we've got $30 billion running around out here. We don't know where it's at.
No, that $30 billion, we know where that's at.
You know where it is?
Yes.
Where it's headed?
Yeah.
You know it's been recovered?
Can I look back at one person real quick?
Okay.
If I could look back.
All right.
Yes, we know. Yes, we know.
Okay. All right. I trust you, Inspector General. I've been working with you long enough to know you're a square shooter. Okay, I got one more question before my time runs out here. In the SBA's data, the May 22nd, 23 report, it shows that about 1.6 million COVID idle, totaling 54% of active performing loans, are past due, delinquent, or in liquidation, totaling $114.2 billion. Are you aware of that number?
Yes, that's a number the agency provided to us.
Okay. So we've got $114 billion more in these idle programs that, while not being fraudulent, is in really big trouble. Would that be a way to
I'm not certain about that. I'm just certain
Well, it
about the
says it's
number
past
that.
due, delinquent, or liquidation. To me, that means they've got some problems there.
Oh, no doubt.
Not
There's problems
necessarily
with that.
fraudulent problems, but we've got some problems with the fact that those dollars are going to people who either can't pay it back or won't pay it back.
Right.
Okay, with that, I yield back. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Next, I now recognize Representative McGarvey from